I'm Sarai. Thanks for watching Sarai Track. If you like my videos, please leave a comment. In the beginning, Captain Kirk has to go to the space station. And what happens is, when he goes to the space station, the guy that has the black coat, he says, I want that grain protected. Captain Kirk doesn't like that guy, and he sends 2 guards to protect the grain. He calls Uhura to go shop with her at the space station, and the guy that has the green coat, he talks to his friend if he wants a Tribble, and then Uhura sees it, and she's like, what is it? And the guy that has the green coat, he said that, my lovely lady, it is a Tribble. And then she says, it's purring. And then the guy that has the green coat, he says that it's only saying that it likes you. He asked her if she wanted to have it, and she said yes. And then the Klingons show up, and then Captain Kirk thinks that the Klingons are trying to attack, but they're really not, because the guy that has the orange shirt, he said that because it seems that the Klingons are right on our ship. I don't like Klingons because they don't like Tribbles. And Klingons are not good, really bad, and that's why I just don't like them. And then Spock was holding a Tribble, and it was like, most curious tricker. It seems to have a calming effect on humans. And he was embarrassed, and then he gave back the Tribble. Dr. McCoy wanted one, and then Uhura said, sure, but if you're harming it, I don't want to know anything about it. And then Dr. McCoy said, my dear, I want to harm a hair on its head, wherever that is. I like the Tribbles because they're really sweet, and they purr when you hug them. Captain Kirk went to go get some medicine, and when he finally got there, he was like, how do they? And he was like, I didn't find out yet, but what I have found out is, you know what happens if you feed a Tribble a lot? You get a fat Tribble. No, you get a bunch of hungry little Tribbles. Back on the station, Scotty and Chekhov went to go get a drink, and then the guy in the green coat, he asked the Klingon if he wanted to buy a Tribble, and he said no, and he was like, it's only a harmless little Tribble. No, get that parasite away from me! The Klingon was making fun of Captain Kirk, and Chekhov wanted to fight the Klingon, and Scotty was like, no, and then he was like, everybody's in a kind of opinion, and then he says, now drink your drink. But the Klingon kept going on and going on. And then he starts making fun of the Enterprise, and he called the Enterprise a garbage goal. And I did not like that part. It was pretty mean. And then Scotty says, Levy, don't you think you should rephrase that? And he's like, I should. And then he, boom, shakalaka, he punches him right in the face. It flied him over the table. And that's Scotty's special move, and I really like it. I call that Scotty's super punch. And when he uses it, Klingons fly over the place. Scotty is a really good fighter. Chekhov is not a good fighter because, he had a bruise on his face, and that means he's not good. And he's always getting beat up every time he wants to fight. Back on the bridge, Captain Kirk sat on the Tribble, and it was like, squeak, squeak. And then he told Uhura to clean these Tribbles up. Then Captain Kirk went to go get some food, and it was like, and then he was like, my food. And then it was Tribble chicken and Tribble coffee. And Scotty was like, they're in the machine, you all right? And then Captain Kirk and Spock were like, they went back to the space station, And then Captain Kirk opened the door and he was like this. And Kirk was holding them with all this much. Kirk finds out that the guy that has the gray shirt, he finds out that he's a Klingon. How he find out is he puts a tribble to his face and they're like, Dr. McCoy says, Jim, this man is a Klingon. I didn't like what happened because the guy poisoned all the tribbles and that was really sad. Back on the ship, Captain Kirk, he was like, where's all the tribbles? And Scotty was like, oh, I gave him a very nice home, sir. And Captain Kirk was like, where? I gave him to the Klingon, sir. Will there be no trouble at all? Everybody laughs except Spock because he's a Vulcan. I want to thank Trouble Toys for sponsoring our next episode. Did somebody close that door? Thanks for watching it. Don't forget to share.